It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the heart of Texas and the spectacular AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Good to be in the booth with Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Greg, this is a passing league. You know that from your days. It's evolved even more into a game in the air. And boy, do we have a couple of quarterbacks who know all about moving their team via the pass.
Yeah, and I think we're going to see this ball thrown early and often throughout the game. And anyone who loves offensive football, this is certainly a treat. And you said it, Mike. This league has turned more and more with each passing season into a passing league. If you can't throw, if you can't generate points through the air and explosive plays, it is going to be very difficult to compete and win week in and week out in today's modern NFL.
The punter, Jack Fox, handling the kickoffs. And off we go from spectacular AT&T Stadium. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Cowboys coming out. As usual, it's Dak Prescott leading the way. Led the NFL in touchdown passes, Greg, a season ago. Already his 9th year at the helm for the Cowboys.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
He was trying to get it to C.D. Lamb, and it'll lead to a second down.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
He'll find his tight end. That's Jake Ferguson. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Here's Elliott. Good work on the ground. He's got it. First down. Up and about the 42.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
Prescott on first down. A short throw caught by Ferguson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He's got the open man. That's Jalen Tolbert. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
Mike, you've heard me say it 1,000 times. The easiest down to throw the ball in the NFL is first down. I hate when teams wait till later in the possession to throw the ball. So early first down completion, you're on the plus side of the field. Now you're thinking strike, touchdown, field goal. But either way, I'm coming away with points.
Dak going to throw it here on first down. To the left side, caught by Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might...
And he will dive into the end zone. Ezekiel Elliott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Aubrey, good with the extra point. And the Cowboys will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. To return, it's Khalil Dorsey. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions led by Jared Goff, chanting his name during the playoffs in 2023 in Detroit. Far cry from the trade from the Rams to the Lions, second in the league in passing a season ago.
Truth be told, we might be talking about one of the most disrespected quarterbacks in the entire NFL. I mean, he's constantly talked about as if he's some fringe NFL starter, despite the fact, Mike, that he's been the focal point for a team that has completely turned things around since his arrival. Now, I don't know if we would classify him as this, like, elite super talent, but there's no denying this guy is a winner, and if he's under center, you got a great chance. So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Every offensive coordinator has drive starters, meaning it's a completion, it's a run play that we feel great about, it's a screen. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Here's Goff. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
It's a really critical conversion here because after not scoring on your opening drive, you just can't afford to follow that up with a 3-and-out. So you find yourself down 7-0. Sustain this drive, and at the very least, see if you can come away with some points.
Goff to throw on first down. That's caught by Gibbs. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Now the second-year man out of Alabama, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Williams in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So you're on the sideline and you're watching the other team go right down the field and score on their first drive. As a play caller, you have to be careful that it doesn't throw you out of your initial plan coming into the game. They wanted to establish some ground game here early, and that's exactly what they did.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough. But you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points. And now with that stop on 2nd and goal, the defense really flips the advantage to their own favor. 3rd and goal from this length. I think now they can play a lot more pass-heavy defense and not be so concerned with the run game.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down a score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Extra point attempt still to come. His kick is good. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Cavante Turpin on the return. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready now for their 2nd drive. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. Throwing is Prescott. There's Ferguson, the tight end. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On play action, here's Dak. This pass right side, caught by Lamb. A pickup of 15 in the air. 1st down, Cowboys.
And it doesn't really matter who you put on him, Mike. When you want to play one-on-one man coverage against a receiver like this, there's not a whole lot else you can do. It's hard to put help over the top because the ball's being thrown out by the sidelines. I like playing in and out. I like playing zones. Somebody underneath, somebody over the top. Share the responsibility. But that's not what they're doing. That's straight man coverage. Quarterback sees the matchup. There's no question where the ball is going to go.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, here's Dak. That's complete to Devontae Turpin. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. They can't imagine that a defensive coordinator would say, hey, we're just going to have one guy defend you all by himself. And after that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day. We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
On 2nd down, it's Dak. Catch is made. That is Schoonmaker.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely, and results in a completion.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. To the air again. Prescott. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Amik Robertson. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 6. A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. We're back to Arlington in a moment. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
I like the idea of using the passing game to try to give your offense a little breathing room. You find yourself in the shadow of your own goalpost, Mike. Worst case scenario, you do not want to punt out of your own end zone. So I like the idea of trying to pick up some positive gains through the air. But they've got to come up with some completions and try to pick up at least one 1st down, or you're going to put your defense in a tough spot.
A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
They'll go play action with Goff. To the right side, that's St. Brown. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this fourth down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. They'll try it now with Gibbs. And he's going to have a Lions first down. That'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
It is caught left side by St. Brown.
Man, what a big-time play here by the corner. It feels like he knew that play was coming before the ball was even snapped. You can see he sticks his foot in the ground and bursts. He ends that play before it even has a chance to get started.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. A run up the middle. It's Gibbs. And there's defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. From the gun, it's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, here's Turpin. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. So now here are the Cowboys. Their offense ready to make their way back onto the field. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. This one is caught by Turpin. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. Second and a yard. On the play fake, Dak. Completed right side to Ferguson. And he'll be brought down after a short pickup, but that is enough for a first down.
I just love the feel this tight end has, Mike, for the defense when they play zone coverage. His ability to find open space and be friendly for the quarterback. It's easier said than done. Certain guys, they want to run routes like they're lines on a piece of paper, and they end up going from uncovered space to covered space, but not the case here. He knew he was open. He knew he was in the right spot. He stayed open. And the quarterback delivered a good ball.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. To the right, here's Elliott. Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. That's Carlton Davis bringing an end to that one. Prescott on 3rd and 2. That's into the hands of Turpin. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on 3rd down.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do. The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup. Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw again, Dak. The open man is Tolbert. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Prescott again. He's got that complete to Turpin. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Man, they're just running this 2-minute drill to complete perfection. It is such a point of emphasis of every offense, Mike. These end-of-half scenarios to come away stealing points make a big impact on the outcome of the game, and they're knocking on the door here.
And he's in. Jalen Tolbert, touchdown, Dallas. Now, Aubrey for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Cowboys are on top. It's 14-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That pass caught by Amon-Ra. The Lions called their first timeout as the clock stops with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They face second down and 7. Goff. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. Like, he really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here's Dak Prescott, and the Cowboy offense set to go again. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. Prescott on first down. Pass brought in by Ferguson. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's second and inches. From the shotgun, it's Dak. That's to Ferguson once again. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. Dak to throw. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a first down. Cowboys going to use their third and final timeout. On for the field goal now, it's Brandon Aubrey. Officially, this will be a 43-yarder. Aubrey's kick is good. And the Cowboys will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
Final second now of this first half as this one is away. This kick is fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. It's touchback, and that ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's first and 10. Throwing, Goff. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. So it's halftime here in Arlington with the Cowboys in front. As we'll send you over to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman standing by. He's got the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Greg in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. The Lions offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with first down and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Mozzie Smith, the former first-round pick, makes the play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Here's Goff. That pass sideline is caught. Nice catch. Stays in bounds. And he's got the first down. Terrific job with the feet to make that one a grab.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff to throw on first down. He's going to take a shot down the field. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. First carry for David Montgomery. And a determined run there. He gets about 7 yards inside the 10-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. To throw is Goff. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
This play is actually really well defended here. But I'll tell you, Mike, as you know, my philosophy is the tight end is always open, and this just supports my case.
Throwing here is Goff. And he'll take it on in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Now the try for an extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will come back to tie things at 17. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. They play it short, take it at the 15-yard line. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now Prescott gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Just take what the defense is giving you. When you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game, now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. The rookie, Terrion Arnold, there on the stop. Third and a yard. Operating from the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. It's Hutch, Aiden Hutchinson, former number 2 overall pick, in there to bring him down.
When you can win so fast as an edge rusher, you put so much pressure on the quarterback to speed everything up. He can sense that pressure coming either from his front or back side. It either speeds up and leads to an errant throw, or in this case, it leads to a sack.
So on 4th down, here comes the veteran, Brian Anger. Back deep, Khalif Raymond. A fair catch signaled, and they'll have it just outside their own 20. So Jared Goff and the Lions offense getting set for this next drive. And I want to take you through the highlights here. They have been plentiful from the quarterback position. Has the offense running at a high efficiency throughout, and will try to sustain it here down the stretch. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. No chance at all. He'll go down.
They probably would have been better off just handing the ball off to the running back, Mike, because when they used him as a decoy, nobody fell for it. By the time he finished his fake and got his head around, the defense was all over him.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he'll pick his way forward, a gain of about 5. And that's going to set up 3rd down. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, And now it's 4th down.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the 1st down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down. If he doesn't pick up the extra yards after the catch, they've got a 4th down play call they feel great about, and we're going to see what it looks like.
And he looks up and he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Prescott. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught. A huge play for Dallas. 36 yards.
Defensively, you put so much effort about defending the middle of the field. You know that's the valuable real estate every offense is looking to attack. But what does that do, Mike? It makes you a little susceptible to the throws outside the numbers, and it leads to a chunk play.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Prescott. That's complete to Elliott. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
To throw is Prescott. A short throw caught by Ferguson. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. That one taken in. C.D. Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That just feels like a big drive, doesn't it, Mike? Here in the 2nd half, you got a tie ball game. Now you're able to get out in front. Let's see how this other team responds, having to play from behind.
We got a ton of time, Greg, but a little momentum feel. Come out of the locker room, take the lead. Now it's up to the other team to climb uphill. So great way, perfect way to get this 2nd half started. Aubrey now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Cowboys will go up by 7. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. To get this complete, it's Williams over the middle. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
These are the type of plays that drive a coach crazy in the film room, and you have to learn as a quarterback to avoid. You can take some chances. You can push the ball downfield, but not only to pick up a couple yards. You got to pick your chances of when you want to be aggressive, and you got to make sure you make better decisions going forward.
And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Osa Odigizua there on the tackle. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Goff. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. Well, the pressure was on there, and they do get him for the sack. Almost got a turnover out of it as well, Greg. Fortunate to keep possession.
Really fortunate, Mike. That ball ended up kind of bouncing back into a spot where the quarterback was able to fall on it, but you mentioned it. That play was very close to being a complete disaster for the offense.
The Lions will punt this ball away. Fair catch will be taken here. It is right at the 40-yard line. So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Gonna start this on the ground with Elliott. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Here's Dak to throw. In the middle of the field, it's taken by C.D. Lamb. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Now a 3rd and 2. Now Prescott. Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to have the 1st down, and that one good for 9, and the drive continues.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Dak going to throw it here on 1st down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. They'll run Zeke up the middle. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Dak. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that 3rd down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
So, pressure kick coming now for Brandon Aubrey. This to make it a 2-possession lead. And this one is off the mark. It is no good. And they will not be able to make this a 2-possession game.
You have to give them credit, Mike. I mean, that shows a lot of faith in your kicker, because that is an ambitious effort from that distance.
The Lions offense ready for this next possession. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. On play action, Goff. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
The whole idea of the play action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Goff. They'll look to set up the screen here. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up 4th down.
Anytime you call a running back screen, the key is the relationship between the offensive line and the running back. They have to be in sync perfectly to set up the big play. That wasn't the case here on 3rd down. He gets tackled short of the sticks.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's into the hands of the receiver, Patrick. And he's going to have the Lions 1st down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Now it looks like Dan Campbell will go ahead and throw the red challenge flag here. They're looking both at the feet to see if 2 were down, but also whether or not he had full possession of the football when those feet were down. So that challenge, a successful one. So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott set to take over again. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Prescott. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground in line, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he will not be able to get free, picking up only a yard. Now it's third down. Dak gonna run with it himself. The defense not biting. They stay at home, stop the quarterback. No gain on the play.
Well, nothing doing here, Mike. And the key to stopping that on defense is you have to get them before they have a chance to get going. And that's exactly what they're able to do here. No gain, force the fourth down.
The Cowboys get their special teams out on the field. Important punt here in this tie game late. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's 2nd and 6. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. They'll keep it on the ground. And nothing doing on that one. He'll go down behind the line.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
I love these crossing routes, Mike. Not only do they put so much stress into the deep layers of the defense, but they really allow the wide receivers to run with the ball after the catch. We see so much of that trending in the NFL where you want to get your receivers the ball in space, on the move. We just saw a great example why, and it led to a huge chunk play.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. Working free downfield, it is Williams. He's over 100 receiving yards on the afternoon now, and a 1st down to boot.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
They'll run here. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Another try, 2nd and 10. Gibbs. And they'll finally run him down, but he takes it inside the 10-yard line.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
Here we go, 1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. He'll be wrapped up there down at the 3-yard line. And now the Cowboys going to take a timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Ball at the 3, second down and goal. One more time, they try Gibbs. Good blocking, and he's in. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Lions. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finished it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
So the lead is 7 now. Here in this fourth quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cowboys offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. There's that man again. Another catch. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd down and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's Dak. This one is caught by Turpin. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Prescott now. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And that's what you call being fearless, going over the middle. That's not everybody's cup of tea in this league, Mike. Some guys love to operate outside the numbers, and some guys understand their role is in the middle of the field. And
oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And that was very nearly a disaster at this juncture of the game. But fortunately, a teammate able to cradle it, and they keep possession. Now, on 2nd and long. A shotgun snap for Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Dak facing 3rd and long. That is incomplete. And here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw.
And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up.
And it all came down to that play. The offense finds themselves trailing, all out of their timeouts. The defense knew they were one stop away from ending this game, and they came up big when their team needed it.
First and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, they got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did, and that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.